racist against rappers, they all look the same to him. They used to beg him not to egg him on Halloween. He told him holler back with the suede Pumas, dollar green. Nah, I mean, heat it up till the temperature tarball. Y'all just gawk like gargoyle.
Yo, welcome back to the Reaction Channel, baby. Yes sir, yes sir. And today I got an interesting video. Now I'm gonna just go ahead and come out and admit it. Look, I don't know that much about sneakers, but I know a scalper when I see it, okay? You don't have to be a sneakerhead to know what it's like to deal with scalpers and resellers and stuff. I feel like they're the scum of the earth. Sneaker resellers are going bankrupt and it's long overdue. I just have a genuine hatred for scalpers of all types. Pokemon card scalpers, the niggas who were buying PS5s and scalping them, selling them for $1,000. I'm not gonna lie, if you paid $1,000 for your PS5, you might be a fool. I didn't pay $1 over 510, bro. You're crazy. I haven't even bought a Switch 2 yet, bro. I don't play when it comes to money. Anyway, let's see what Jew Almighty talking about. I can only imagine how bad the sneaker reselling business is. Ain't no way, bro.
We are in the middle of a recession, but somehow sneaker resellers are shocked and crying online about going broke.
Does anyone want to explain why shoes are literally just dying right now? I own a sneaker store and we've been struggling for the last couple months. And y'all can say, oh, it's because you overprice things.
I mean, look around. The cost of living.
As soon as I seen that you got sneakers sitting on top of your shelf, bro, just don't even talk to me. Realistically, bro, I can't do it. I got like four pairs of shoes that I wear. I got 4 pairs of shoes in my closet right now. 2 of them I wear regularly. One of them is literally for work. Like, I don't even, yeah, bro.
Is insane. Inflation has groceries priced like luxury items, and most Americans are just struggling to survive. So obviously, people aren't lining up to pay artificially inflated prices for sneakers that resellers buy up, hoard, and then mark up.
Like, is it really that deep? How do you not feel embarrassed being on video scrambling for some shoes? Like, oh my god, bro, I'm about to go and grab some Crocs and call it a day. This is ridiculous,
just to squeeze every extra dollar out of consumers that they can.
That's
even
crazy.
Real sneakerheads, people that love sneakers, are tapping out.
A lot of y'all infiltrated the sneaker culture only for profit and gain, and y'all wasn't a part.
Yeah, that's how it is with Pokemon cards too, bro. A lot of niggas are going crazy about Pokemon cards. I seen that there was literally like people who don't even know a thing about Pokemon jumping into the card game. I seen there was people in Brazil that killed somebody over a fucking like a Blastoise.
Crazy. And was charging 3, 4, 5 times what the shoes was worth.
Which again makes sense when people are struggling so bad, when they have to choose between paying for gas, food, bills, or rent. And meanwhile, these resellers are trying to charge $500 for a shoe that costs $100 to manufacture. They deserve their fate. Now I know this channel is
$110 for some shoes.
Super entertaining, but for all the times you get bored, bro, there's a game you can play and get paid for. If
it's free cash, I'm gonna skip the ad, bro. Something about free cash does not sit right with my soul.
Check out the link in the description or scan the QR code. You can sign up for free cash.
I knew it, bro. Look, I usually don't skip the ads, bro, but something in my soul just does not trust free cash for the life of me, bro. Shout out to Jew Almighty, though.
Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
Yeah, okay. Like I was about to say, bro, 110 for some damn shoes. Mind you, a professional oil change for a premium car, it's $90. How does your shoes cost more than an oil change? That's crazy.
Anyone want to explain why shoes are literally just dying right now? I own a sneaker store and we've been struggling for the last couple months. And y'all can say, oh, it's because you overprice things. And I know what you're going to say. Oh, it's a Yeezy. You're overpricing it. It's $110. Retails like 2 something. Market's like $190. I'm pricing it at $110.
That pricing is recent. And maybe because they've been struggling.
It did look like a fresh tag, bro. I'm still not paying $110 for some Yeezys, brother. You better throw that shit down to $50.
Struggling the last couple months. When I say these reseller stores jack up prices so much, it's ridiculous. I remember going in one of these stores a few years ago to get the tan Yeezy slides, which were maybe like $80 when they came out or something like that. And they wanted $280 for the way
hell no. I would literally start fist fighting niggas, bro.
Jack up prices is predatory and insane.
It's brand new. An off-white lot dunk, which you haven't been able to get for 4 years now. Used to be going for $500 to $600. Market's like $400. We have them priced at $320. a shoe that's sold out, hard to get, a SB Navy 4. It's used, but $210. That's like retail. And then you have
That doesn't mean anything to me, bro. Like, it literally doesn't mean anything. As somebody who's not a sneakerhead, bro, this literally is just empty noise to me.
stuff that are like Jordan 1s, like these shattered backboards that just came out. We were charging like $170 for them or something like that, which retails higher. And
It
then
must not be that important if you got the shoes sitting on top of each other, bro.
and we got like Lucky Greens, the Royal Toes. All these things are going
Who is gonna walk around wearing those ugly ass rainbow shoes?
which retails higher. And then
Look at that rainbow shoe, bro. That thing is tie dye. Come on, man. Who's gonna like? Who's really rocking that? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Some shoes, bro, they just don't make sense to
we
me.
got like Lucky Greens,
I might not. I might just not know ball.
Royal Toes. All these things are going for well under retail, and we have them priced under retail. For example, like a yellow ochre, which is not even a bad shoe, is going for like $90 in
That's reasonable. I paid 90 for a shoe. I think 90 is like the most I would go, bro. I wouldn't go over 100 for a pair of shoes.
store here, which is crazy. Retails like what, 170? It's definitely an interesting time in the sneaker world right now, and you'd think that people would be coming to sell us their shoes too because the market's down.
No, because they know you're gonna buy it for like pennies.
Some stuff, but that's not even the case. We haven't had a lot of people.
Dude, I don't agree with selling any type of collectibles, any type of thing that's worth money. Do not sell it to a place that sells it, bro. I'm telling you, they're gonna rip you off. Okay, I collect video games, right? I go to Video Game World a lot. I would never sell to them because at one time I had bought a game from Video Game World. It was worth like $70, but then I found an old copy of the same exact game. Like when I went digging through my old stuff, so I went back to go sell it. These niggas was talking about $5. I was like, what?
coming to sell to us. I mean, last week we did buy a lot of shoes.
Crazy.
This week we're a little slow.
I really don't know why anybody sells their shoes to these places either, because they really don't get fair value.
Yeah.
If you guys are looking to sell us your
I literally just said that, bro.
shoes or come and buy some shoes because you're looking to buy the dip, then please stop by.
The other thing that he's not mentioning
He's
is
talking about the dip. What was the price 4 months ago? Because you said for the past couple of months, things have been tough. What was your prices before it started getting tough?
there are so many sneaker reseller stores now. You can go to any mall and there's going to be like 2 or 3 of these stores, where before it just used to be doing stuff online, StockX or whatever. But if you have all of these stores competing against each other, they're going to lose their money just off that. And some of the responses were on point. People realize all of these have no value. All are made in some factory in China for 25 cents.
And the crazy part is he's not even exaggerating, bro. Like, do you understand how much it costs to actually make a Jordan? Like, that's insane.
Exactly. So people stop buying overpriced shoes from greedy resellers. In other news, the sun is shining today.
Yeah.
But I really think the point is so many people are struggling. People don't have money to waste or throw away on super inflated,
Exactly.
overpriced sneakers. We are in a very bad recession. We have been for like 2 to 3 years, and it's getting worse. The stock market doesn't reflect American buying power. Our gov and their paid media shields are lying to anyone that will listen. It's pathetic. Core inflation is off the charts.
Come on, man. What is the second one thing? Sneaker culture is dead because white people, the biggest resellers, completely stopped giving a fuck about Jordan and Yeezys. The hype is cooked. Oh my God. I ain't gonna lie, hype beast culture did kind of die out like back in like 2017, 2018, bro. Nobody claims to be a hype beast anymore.
And that's super accurate, and that can be reflected by this administration no longer sharing the job reports or inflation reports. The economy is in the toilet, but people are still acting like things are normal when they're really not. And another perspective just about sneaker culture in and of itself. Sneaker culture is dead because white people, the biggest resellers, completely stopped giving a fuck about Jordans and Yeezys. The hype is cooked. Hip-hop dominance is dead. Same reason we just saw the first full month with 0 rap songs in the top 100. Parallel collapse. Harsh but true.
That is true, bro. That is true, because yeah, it was a huge thing. It was a huge thing because for the first time in like what, 20, 30 years, there was not a single hip hop song on the top 100, bro. I'm telling you, and don't get it twisted. Mainstream hip hop is dead. The stuff that the record labels are trying to push is basically becoming slop. You have to go, if you want to actually find good music, you got to actually go look for it. It's not going to get automatically pushed to you, bro.
F to the resellers. A lot of you culture vultures, white kids came in, y'all started wearing Jordans and jacking up the price. Because I'm gonna be honest, when I was in high school, when I was early 2000s, late 90s, white wasn't wearing Jordans. You know what I mean? Like, it might have been like 2 or 3 white kids that grew up around blacks and listen to hip hop who might throw some mics on, but the majority wasn't.
They definitely weren't wearing Jordans. They were Vans
Yeah, I was like 0 years old in 2000, bro.
out. They would be wearing Vans,
I
Chucks,
was like 1 year old in 2000.
like some old beat sneakers, but they weren't like the fly sneaker kids ever that I remember from growing up.
That was like a trendy thing. Like white kids is wearing everything that we doing. And I'm not trying to sound like a racist or whatever, but a lot of y'all infiltrated the sneaker culture only for profit and gain, and y'all wasn't a part of it. Like y'all didn't know what it was like waking up, going into the store, seeing some shit you ain't know was coming out.
But the crazy part is that can be reflected onto anything. Like that can be reflected on the video games. Once again, the PS5 scalpers. You niggas did not give a damn about PlayStation 5 years ago. I'm telling you, bro. I wish niggas would go to jail for it. Y'all didn't give a damn about video games until you start seeing dollar signs. Because what do you mean? Like whenever PlayStation released the PS5, they all got sold out and they were all being resold for like $1,000, bro. Crazy. I waited like 2 or 3 years to get my PS5. I was not finna pay $1,000. You were gonna have to pry that out of my cold dead hands if you wanted a band for a PS5, bro. I will happily play this PS4. I got my PS5 now though. Did not pay a band for it.
Oh, or getting the East Bay magazine. And yeah, I mean, just being able to buy the Jordans retail is like so refreshing.
All the people who are scalping PS5s, you did not have a single Game Informer magazine to your name. I'm calling it.
Because I never paid resale my whole life until I got out of high school. Like it was even the patent leathers, you could still like it might. I remember like I'd say maybe 9th or 10th, you might see a line with like 2, 3, but like not this crazy shit. And I don't mind the line shit. Like I'm not knocking the line shit. I'm knocking the that came in and proliferated the community and was charging 3, 4, 5, 10s 5 times what the shoes was worth.
And that's crazy.
And that shit is over with. And now y'all gotta find a new hustle.
Yeah, they definitely.
Yeah, because people gotta actually start like putting their toes down. Why did I say putting their toes down? Niggas gotta actually start putting their foot down and start saying, no, I'm not buying anything from resellers, bro, that is extremely overpriced. I feel like everybody who has a hobby that requires you to spend money, you gotta put your foot down and you cannot accept these inflated ass prices. I don't care how rare it is. I don't care how much you want it, bro. If you buy something you know is way overpriced, like unreasonably so, you're like a sheep. You're a cog in the machine. You're a reason why these resellers and why these scalpers get away with what they're doing.
You got to find a new hustle or a new resale because I don't see anybody going back to paying super jacked up prices for sneakers. It's just not that important anymore. I think it's the same with streetwear. Groceries are like $1,000 a week for families. Ain't nobody paying for specialty shoes.
Yeah.
All facts. And then another reseller gave her opinion on why she thinks this is happening to the resale market.
So I own a sneaker store, and here's 3 main reasons why the sneaker market has crashed. 1, oversupply. There is way too much supply for the little demand that there is. 2, people now would rather buy.
If it's oversupply, why are y'all jacking up the prices, bro?
Oversupply. There is way too much supply for the little demand that there is. 2, people now would rather buy for comfort. They'd rather buy on-cloud Hokas, just more comfortable wear.
On-cloud Hoka? I don't know what the hell that is. Give me some Crocs.
They don't really care about buying Jordan 4s anymore, or Jordan 11s, things like that, even though those SKUs are still very in demand. Number 3, and I think this ties into it, and I haven't heard many people talk about it, but I really think that like the love that people have for sneakers is just gone now. Like people, like sneakers used to be a talking point. Like when you meet somebody with like, let's say an off-white shoe, oh my God, such a cool shoe. And you could strike up conversation and become friends with someone because, they had some sneakers that you really like. And, you guys are into the same thing. I
didn't even know niggas did that. I would be real, bro.
They're like sneaker hobbyists.
You know what's crazy? I had a coworker a couple years ago who was a huge sneakerhead. I wonder if he's still buying sneakers. I know he had like a closet specifically just for sneakers, bro. It was ridiculous.
And now I really don't see that at all anymore.
I think there's definitely some truth to that. There were huge sneakerhead forums back in the day. I don't even know if they or those communities exist anymore. I know for me, I'm not.
They probably still exist. it's a dying culture. Like, nothing is ever actually completely gone. There's still going to be a group of people who are going to accept the state of things, bro.
Pressed to buy any of these shoes that come out anymore. I used to be a sneakerhead in high school. I'm selective, but I'll still buy any J's or like foam posits that I really like when I was growing up that I either had or I wished I had and I missed out on. But even if I miss them, it's no big deal to me. And I'm sure a lot of people that can't afford shoes feel that way. But another interesting tweet, people can't love what they can't have. It's a generation of people grown now who grew up not getting shoes because of people like this.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Because I never really, like, I would wear my shoes until they started, like, opening. They started talking, bro. I would wear my shoes out. I was never really that big of a sneakerhead.
There's a whole generation of people that grew up with sneaker resellers that would go in stores and buy every single sneaker before anybody else even has a chance to get them. I mean, when you see this in action, it's atrocious.
And this is crazy.
Running through the store to grab every single pair so nobody even gets a chance.
He waited outside for the store to open too. I feel like you should just put some tripwire up and just let one of these niggas face plant into the ground running for the sneakers, bro. That's crazy. They be acting like it's Black Friday. Look at how does this have almost 200K likes? This is crazy.
This is crazy.
That's so pathetic, bro.
You can have those. Excuse me.
He acting like he's running a sport, bro. I hope every sneaker he picks up and puts down, somebody else comes and grabs.
This type of stuff really destroyed the culture around sneakers. When I was young, it used to be cool to get up in the morning, get in line, buy some J's to drop, and then wear them to school. People would be on your line like crazy. Or like me, I had a sister that worked at Foot Locker, so I definitely got all the shoes when they dropped. But that culture is completely dead now, especially with people being able to buy shoes online. But these sneaker resellers, this is just greed. They literally
biblical levels of greed.
Destroyed any love or community around shoes. Then put them up for resale at insane prices where people aren't even getting the shoes that they
I kind of feel bad that you can't really see what you can't really see him
want to get. So resellers really created the problem that we're seeing today.
Growing up, I used to think that Jordans were this super luxurious item that were damn near impossible to access. Come to find out, it's just a couple slimy, smelly kids.
That's crazy that's how people grew up. Not even knowing.
Yeah, no, I really did. That's how I thought too. I used to think that Jordans were like elite shoes, bro. I was thinking if you had Jordan, you had money. Realistically, it was just you got scalped and you're kind of a sucker. If you didn't buy your Jordans out of the store, you more likely than not you got scalped, and it makes you seem more of a loser than anything. I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Back in the day, you could just go to the store when Jordans dropped and buy a pair of Jordans. And then I even remember when people started buying like 2 or 3 pairs at a time. Foot Locker and other stores like that would limit them. We can only buy 2 Jordans max and 1 in each side.
But once I finally realized this fact and I had my own money to spend, I decided I was gonna start going after whatever Jordan I thought looked good for retail. So at the time, the next Jordan that was coming out that I thought looked good was the Red Thunder 4s. And on the day of release, I did all my online entries, and then I even went to the mall and did some in-store raffles, and obviously I lost everything. And as I was about to leave the last store,
I've never actually like been anticipating a sneaker drop. Like how do you find out about it? Do you just gotta like look up the website? Like how do you find out when a sneaker is about to drop?
the worker just said like, sometimes we have extra pairs. And
they say that just to make you feel better, bro. They don't ever have anytime somebody says that, bro, just go ahead and pack your bags and leave.
Sometimes people don't like pick up their reserves. We just sell them the next day, immediately, first come, first serve. But you gotta be there early. I already know for a fact, like you have to be more than early. You have to be damn near there before the mall even open to have it.
You gotta be out there sleeping outside, bro. I've been to a couple of times where like a video game was about to drop and there were niggas in sleeping bags waiting outside the store. Like I've seen that in person. That's wicked work, bro. I can wait.
A shot at this. And
I am not sleeping on no damn sidewalk for nothing. No.
And I realized like that's what you actually had to do.
Even when I was younger, those lines in the mall would start way before the store opened because the malls are open. Like old people go and walk through malls for exercise and all that. So before the stores even open the gate, there would be a line from the store going through the mall, just depending on how long the line was. You would definitely have to get in line before the store opened.
Because this was a mall, right?
Crazy.
And the store that was doing this was a Foot Locker. So to get there early, to get there first, like you had to already be inside the mall somehow before it even opened. So the next day I arrived at the mall about an hour and 30 minutes before the mall even opens.
See, that's too much for me. If I gotta arrive an hour and 30 minutes early, I don't want it that bad, bro.
After about like 15 minutes, I find it, I enter, thinking I have to be the only one there. So I'm thinking nobody's gonna be there.
Bro definitely never bought shoes before this.
Of course, that wasn't the case though. There was already like 6 people there, and like most of them already had pairs of sneakers, and one of them had like 5. So I'm really like, why are you here? You already have 5 pairs, and you
Scalpers, bro. That's them scalpers, man. Shit.
you here
Every community has to deal with them.
waiting for an hour and a half to get an extra what, like $40 or something. Like, bro, like as we're getting closer to one
Nah, it's 400 because there are niggas who will pay that. That's the craziest part. The scalpers are doing it because they actually can find people who are willing to pay these ridiculous prices.
locker's supposed to open and the line is getting longer. Like 3 other resellers hopped on the line, but they just skipped, I guess because they were friends with the other smelly and slimy resellers that were over there.
That wouldn't happen back in the day. You weren't jumping lines. You're going to have to fight. It definitely would be a fight trying to jump a line to get Jordans, which are probably going to be sold out. Nah.
And I was only going to say something if I deadass didn't get my shoe. If I didn't get my shoe
Too late by then.
one of those slimy
Yeah, what are you gonna do? What can the employee even do? Reverse time?
3 people that just skipped, I
What
was
you gonna do? Jump them?
gonna cause a problem. I was hell no. Oh fuck no.
Okay, I mean, yeah, bro, stand on it.
But eventually the Foot Locker opens and the line is moving, and when it's finally my turn and I ask them for a size 11, they say, I'm sorry, the guy before you just got the last size 11. Can you do it 10.5? So I take the 10.5. I pay for the 10.5. One of these cats who all took a size 11 that are all about to sell, one of these cats have to have it in their heart to trade with me. Come on now. So my first pick is obviously it was 6 sneakers now. I think 5 of those 6 were 11s and only one of them was like a 10.5.
Yeah, nah, bro. I feel like that should be illegal. You shouldn't even be allowed to do that.
Like, bro, there's no way.
I understand it's a hustle, but nigga, if your hustle requires fucking me over, bro, fuck your hustle.
You're this fucking evil to refuse a trade. And then I ask him, and he's like, oh, no problem. Of course I can do it for a $40 surcharge, with a smile on his face. Like he actually said it like that. I'm telling you, like no remorse in his eyes.
That's why you said $40 extra.
Just pure evil, pure greed. Capitalism is running through his blood. When I say I was this close to just backhanding him, would I be in the wrong? Like
no, bro, you would be in wrong if you didn't grab all of the sneakers after you backhanded him.
This close though. The only thing that held me back was
nah, bro, you wouldn't be in the wrong. Backhand him, drop your 10.5, take the 11.
Yeah, I was about to. No, not all of them. Don't even drop your 10.5. Take all of them, bro.
That's crazy. He tried to charge his man $40 to
Just
swap shoes, which he's going to resell anyway.
Yeah.
His reseller friends was finna back him up, and I needed to get 1v1s. Like I can't take them all at the same time.
Fair.
And then I go up to the next person, and thankfully this next person is a fucking human being. Like, bro, it's a 10.5 and you have an 11 that you're about to fucking sell, bro. Like, you're making the same money. If I deadass waited, did all that, and then left without the sneaker size that I needed, I promise you I was wreaking havoc. I promise you I was wreaking
I'm glad, man.
I kind of wanted to see. I kind of wish I could see that timeline.
His shoe. Bro went through the struggle to get his first J's.
That's
Sneakerheads
crazy.
are some of the lamest people on the planet. Honestly, might be worse than furries.
That's a crazy statement, bro. That's a crazy statement. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm glad they corrected that. These are not sneakerheads. These aren't people that care about sneakers or the culture. These are greedy ass resellers.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
So I seen this post, and it's basically a reseller saying, why are shoes sitting? Why are they not being sold out? And the answer is pretty simple, though. Like, that's the crazy thing is, we only have 2 feet.
The resellers asking why are shoes not being sold out, nigga, it's because of you. You're the reason why the shoes aren't being sold.
And y'all be taxing for shoes, though. Me personally, I never understood how people can have hundreds of shoes, and they're probably only gonna wear them probably 1-3 times out their life period. You feel me? If they got like hundreds of shoes, though. Me, right? I got me about.
Yeah, because like some people be having shoes for years, and they still be, because they didn't wear them, they still be in good enough condition to sell them. Like, that's crazy.
10 pairs, you know, stuff that I'm trapping, stuff that I can look good in, and stuff, you know, that, you know, just personal favors, though. But 100 shoes, like, no, man. Like, once you get your, you know, your 5, your 10 pairs, you know, you can switch out through a week and stuff like that, you pretty much good. It's like buying shoes, you feel me, racking up on shoes is just a waste of money, bro.
I mean, yeah, that's real facts, but also
It is, but if it's a hobby, it's a hobby, bro. Like, I collect video games. I can't judge nobody who's a sneakerhead. I can judge you if you're a sneakerhead and you buy from resellers. You like spend extra money for some. Yeah, nah, bro. I'm not paying extra. I'm not paying an extra 120 for some fucking child labor that you from China. Like, I'm not doing it.
that's what sneaker culture was built around. Just
I'm not
having
doing
all
it,
the
bro.
shoes that you really liked, that you really vibe with, that dropped, and kind of collecting them and being the person.
Do sneakerheads even wear most of their sneakers that they be collecting? Like, I feel like some people just get them just to have them.
That always had the shoes that would drop. I mean, at least when I was younger, that's what it was like.
You're not a real sneakerhead if you only like hype shit.
Yeah, exactly.
If you aren't buying GR stuff and you aren't buying shoes for the silhouette and not the hype, then you're not a fucking sneakerhead.
Right.
Point blank, period.
We are in a sneaker depression, and I'm going broke as hell right now
Good, nigga.
because I have so many brand new shoes.
Look at all of these shoes. That is
And how many of them did you like break a sweat running for?
crazy.
Legit, so many brand new shoes, like thousands of them.
It's not hard to put 2 and 2 together why sneaker resellers are going out of business. The economy is in the trash. People are struggling, and their greed destroyed their own.
And I feel like I also feel like another part is the sneaker resellers being online with it and showing how they're getting their inventory. I think it's so corny that niggas don't even want to interact with
market
it.
where if people can't get shoes at resale anymore, they just don't want them, because why pay $100-$200 extra for shoes that you could have gotten at retail when they released if these greedy sneaker resellers didn't go snatch them all up?
Yep.
I honestly think the resale market needs to go. It's trash. It's always been trash, and I don't feel sorry for any of these resellers at all. But shout out to my channel members. Thank y'all so much for support.
Shout out to Jew Almighty, bro. That was a pretty good video, man. That just made me hate scalpers even more, and I didn't even think that was physically possible, bro. Don't ever buy from scalpers. Like, I'm gonna be honest, if you willingly buy from a scalper or from a reseller and you know for a fact they're taxing the fuck out of it and you still pay, yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you just a bot. You NPC, you're a sheep. Anyway, y'all have a beautiful day.